Hi, everyone. I want to welcome you and thank you for taking time to join me today. My name is Valerie Worthington, and I'm a faculty member in the Department of Mind-Body Medicine in the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences at Saybrook University. And I have the privilege of leading today's mindfulness moment from here in Philadelphia, where it is sunny today, although it isn't always sunny, contrary to some reports. Um, So I want to invite you to find a comfortable spot and a position. Maybe you want to notice the depth and pace of breath that feels right for you. Maybe closing your eyes or finding a spot to focus a soft gaze on. Maybe briefly clenching and then relaxing your muscles so that you can relieve some tension. And while you do so, I want to invite you to listen to my voice as much or as little as you would like. Maybe you're like me in sometimes failing to take the time to enjoy summer, to remember the restorative power of beautiful weather, a slower pace, which we notice even on a societal level, and sometimes even having nothing on the agenda. Every year when I was in graduate school, at the end of the spring term, and as the undergraduates headed home and the weather got warmer, I always remember thinking, boy, summer is my favorite time of year because now I can finally get some work done. But this year, I wanted to give some real thought to what summer is and how I want to spend it, and to make sure that at least some of that is restorative. And today, I invite you to do this with me. I will share some observations from some authors and poets and musicians about summer. And in between, I'll be silent for a few moments to give you the opportunity to consider each of the individuals or groups' words as much or as little as you wish. And our first quote comes from Wilma Rudolph. When the sun is shining, I can do anything. No mountain is too high, no trouble too difficult to overcome. From F. Scott Fitzgerald. And so, with the sunshine and the great bursts of leaves growing on the trees, just as things grow in fast movies, I had that familiar conviction that life was beginning over again with the summer. From Toni Morrison. I have only to break into the tightness of a strawberry, and I see summer, its dust and lowering skies. From Henry James, summer afternoon, summer afternoon. To me, those have always been the two most beautiful words in the English language. From Charles Dickens, spring flew swiftly by and summer came, and if the village had been beautiful at first, it was now in the full glow and luxuriance of its richness. The great trees, which had looked shrunken and bare in the earlier months, had now burst into strong life and health, and stretching forth their green arms over the thirsty ground, converted open and naked spots into choice nooks, where was a deep and pleasant shade from which to look upon the wide prospect, steeped in sunshine, which lay stretched out beyond. The earth had donned her mantle of brightest green and shed her richest perfumes abroad. It was the prime and vigor of the year. All things were glad and flourishing. From Evie Zaboy, late June in Brooklyn is like the very beginning of a party when the music is really good, but you know that it's about to get way better. So you just do a little two-step before the real turn up starts. From Carl Sandburg, under the summer roses, when the flagrant crimson lurks in the dusk of the wild red leaves, love, with little hands, comes and touches you with 1,000 memories and asks you beautiful, unanswerable questions. From Albert Camus. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that there was within me an invincible summer. From DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Summer, summer, summertime. Time to sit back and unwind. From William Carlos Williams. In summer, the song sings itself. Now, ever so gently, I'd like to invite you to start to come back to an awareness of your immediate surroundings, of the sound of my voice, of what your body needs right now. Maybe to move a little bit, wiggle your toes, shrug your shoulders. If your eyes were closed, I want to invite you to consider opening them and otherwise doing those things that will bring you back to a present awareness. And I'd like to thank you for joining me today. And I hope for you that your summer is always with and within you. Thank you.